125th. Black Ink 125th. Brooklyn, Atlanta, Orlando, Indianapolis, Houston, and now. Yeah. Black Ink Radio.
All right, we got sound effects. Y'all know what time it is. It is time for the Dynasty GM Extended Podcast on Black Ink Radio. If y'all are tuning in, you can tune in at blackinkradio.tv, or you can go to your YouTube and type in the Black Ink Radio, and y'all can join in with us, tune in live, and see what we're talking about. And today, the discussion, the DM topic is the relationship transition. When you transition from dealing with somebody who's experienced, from the inexperience to the experience, and we're gonna get deep into that in a minute, y'all. But guess what? I got guest co-hosting with me again. Can y'all believe it? If y'all missed it last week, you better go back, rewind, and go check out the other one and do it and check it in slow motion. You know what I'm saying? You gotta check the slow motion.
Right. Get it right.
Rich Mo in the building.
Rich Mo.
Listen, that's my happy pill right there. Listen, whenever I want to just laugh, I go back to that. Like I don't even want to hear me. I just go through the whole thing and go back to the part where he goes slow motion for you. I ain't never seen a serious live slow motion like that ever.
Yeah, it was kind of retarded.
That was
funny.
Yes, y'all gotta check that out. So, but we got a lot of stuff going on. One thing I want to talk about, I'm really excited that we have now, we're through the Thanos, aka Trump period, the Infinity War, the darkness, the dark age is over. We are coming back into the light. What's up, y'all? Are we coming back into the light or what?
Yeah, we definitely are, I mean, it depends on what you want, what you like, I got my pros and cons about it.
I'm sure. I mean, you got to pick your poison. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
In politics, it's the lesser of the two evils. That's all you got, But, that whole situation that went down with the whole Capitol situation, it had to be some inside connects on that.
No, definitely. He definitely set that up. So.
Yeah. So that was just crazy. That was crazy. So, we got a guest in the building.
Hi.
And that is Miss Ebony Dozier with Transamerica. Professional woman, as we continue with the January Ladies First month. We got Miss Ebony, beautiful Miss Ebony in the building. Her name definitely fits her. Woo!
Thank you.
Welcome, Ebony.
Super excited to be here.
Hey, we got I'm loving it, y'all. So, Ebony, tell me, young lady, tell me what's going on in your world. Introduce yourself. Tell people what you got going on about your agency, your businesses. You are definitely an entrepreneur lady, doing your thing. Talk to the folks and tell them what's up. And into the mic, dearie.
Oh, okay, great. Can you guys hear? All right. So my name is Ebony Dozier. As Dynasty shared, I am affiliated with Transamerica. I am a financial planner. So I work heavily with our independent entrepreneur, successful business women looking to put together retirement plans, estate planning, as well as to insurance planning. So I've been in this industry since 1999, so I'm well versed. So that's what I do in a professional life. Outside of the professional life, I am the owner of Doyen Commercial Cleaning. It is a post-construction cleaning company. We actually work here throughout the Metro Atlanta area. We're looking to expand. There's a lot of things happening here, a lot of transition in a lot of buildings. And we're that go-to company, woman-owned, here to help serve our contractors. So that's who I am, and that's what I'm doing right now, guys.
That's nice.
Thank God. I'm super excited to be here. Look, they have this whole setup in here. I feel really good.
We gotta keep it a little professional.
I see. I love it.
Well, we wanted to make sure, I don't know if y'all saw, DJ Khaled, he's doing his podcast from his bed. Did y'all see that?
No.
That's
crazy.
So Well, I guess to each his own. Whatever makes you feel good, whatever makes you comfortable.
Right.
Absolutely,
but that's what he's doing. So tell us a little bit more when it comes to what type of clients that you help when it comes to being a financial professional. Let us know a little bit more about that.
Absolutely. Now, granted, I'm here and able to help any and everyone out here that needs some assistance. But my niche is really working with, again, the small business, women in business. I work with successful entrepreneurs that are looking to expand. A lot of times we get the short end of the stick because we're not a corporation, huge corporation, multi-million-dollar corporation. So we tend to fall short in certain areas because we don't always have all the resources. So because I am an entrepreneur female and I knew what I went through, and I know that I can definitely relate to any other females that are out here building their business or even had businesses for 5, 10, 15, 20 years, but need that sound resource of someone who they can count on to provide them with some good information, from benefits for employees that are at no cost to them, to setting up, self-funded retirement, to putting together their own plans, because everyone want to exit out of their business at some point in time.
That's right.
So that's a huge space for me. And then the other area that I do concentrate in is with our female attorneys. Man, you'll be surprised. After so many years of education, there's still a piece that our attorneys are missing. Mind you, females are the minority in that area. Mm-hmm. But to know that those females are still missing that piece to be able to secure, they know how to go out here and make the money. They know how to find the clients. They know who their niches are, but they don't know what to do with their assets after that. And that's where I come in. Mm-hmm. That's where I come in. So that's my passion. Those are my niches that I typically work with in the financial planning piece of the business. In my commercial business, in my commercial cleaning company, I got started that last year, 2019, so it'll be 2 years.
So,
super exciting. So that's good. Thank you. So y'all look us up. We're Doyen Commercial Cleaning. Doyen do stand for Phenomenal Woman in Her Field, and that's who I am. So that's what we're doing. Our niche in that area is just working with contractors. We need as many contractors as possible with all the buildings and the growth that's happening here in Atlanta. And we're ready to work, So that's exactly where I'm at right now, my stage of life.
What are some of the things when you talk about financial planning? I know when you get talking about that is your sweet spot. That is your passion. You are so, into and just, relentless when it comes to trying to help people set themselves up financially in terms of retirement, investments, things of that nature, which I think as a community, we need more, education, more and more, as much as we can get out there, people to take the time to actually figure out how to set themselves up to be for wealth. Absolutely. Instead of, and then not living paycheck to paycheck, ways that they can not do that and also protect themselves so that they're not a Walmart greeter come age 70.
Absolutely. So some of the things,
and nothing wrong with Walmart greeting, by the way, but just saying that
shout out to y'all.
Shout out to Walmart greeters. It's okay, but we want to try to help you not have to be in that space when you get to be that age. You want to be able to enjoy your golden years.
Absolutely. No one works 20, 30, 40 years to then go back to Publix and Kroger and
exactly.
Get a bag of groceries.
Right, exactly.
Walmart, that's just not what we look to do, right? So if I understood your question correctly, Dynasty, your thing is you wanted to know what kind of advice can I give to people that are in that small business,
or even the individuals as well, small businesses, but also individuals, because I know you help employer groups set up retirement programs, also ways they can basically have themselves set up where they're not, they're putting monies away. They actually can be okay when it comes time to retire. Mm-hmm. So what are some of the things you would tell them to look at, or things you would tell them to start doing? Even if they have a 401k already, what are some things that they can do to help themselves be in a good place at that time?
Man, that's a great question. I would definitely say 3 things that I can recommend without actually sitting down and having a one-on-one consult, just because these things are so unique and they are designed to fit each and every individual, each and every organization, each and every company. But 3 things that I can definitely give you guys to take away from this is that even if you're working at an employer, right, you always want to take advantage of your annual reviews, okay? If you have a 401k, a pension, you want to take advantage of the free consultations or the free annual reviews. If your planner has not reached out to you, please give me a call.
Time to replace.
Yes, exactly.
Time to replace.
Absolutely. So if you are at an organization or a company and you're working in, you have not taken that time to sit down with a financial planner inside of your group, please, reach out to me again, or you can schedule a meeting with your company's representative. So that would be definitely the first thing I was saying. The second thing, if you are at an organization or a company and you are offered the ability to participate in a 401k, you're not doing it, shame on you. Shame on you.
Right.
Especially, here's the kicker, guys. Man, there's no place that you can get 100% return on your investment besides investing into your 401k or your pension, depending upon if you're in a federal space or if you're in a public space or if you're just working for a corporation. Most of the times they are matching you to some capacity. And if you are not contributing at least up to that capacity, you are straight shortchanging yourself. And that's not what you want to do. If they're going to match you up to 5%, you put in 5%. Guys, that's 100% return on your investment. You can't get that in the stock market. You can't get that in a CD, an IRA, or anything. There's nothing you can do that's going to give you that kind of return. So that's free money. So tip number 2, if you are at a company or even if you're a small business and you're looking to start a 401k or a self-funded SEP IRA or something of that nature, please make sure if they are matching you at any rate, you want to go ahead and contribute to that rate. So that would be the second thing that I would give you guys as a nugget. The third thing that I would say, definitely, retirement is key. Again, I can't harp on this hard enough, but when you get to that retirement age, the worst thing that you can embark on is the fact that you are here and you do not have enough money to survive. Because we all know Social Security may not be there for us, right?
Exactly.
We do know that,
exactly.
right? So if Social Security is not there, we want to make sure that we're planning and protecting ourselves and our families. So not only just protecting us at retirement, but protecting us along the way. Making sure that when you're along that way, you have something in place to secure you so that when retirement comes, you're now even more secured. Because, our kids, they love us while we're here. They love us while we're shopping for them. They're loving us while we're spending money, right? But when we get up in age, man, those kids will turn on you. Man, they will turn on you. And you do not want to be a part of that. So that protection piece on the back end, as well as while you're working, would be the third thing that I would say for those that are eligible to participate. And for my small business owners, if you guys are not taking advantage of some of the tax breaks for doing this and setting this up for your employees, you guys are really missing a boat. Please reach out to me. I'm gonna give you guys my information here in a minute. I promise.
Yeah, because you've been kind of letting them know. Reach out to me, and you ain't giving them nothing.
I'm ready to reach out now. I need you. Absolutely. You guys can reach me. I am on LinkedIn, Ebony M. Dozier. I'm on Facebook, Ebony M. Dozier. And even so, because I am a personal person, I actually will give you guys my direct contact information. Okay. I want to be able to help our black and brown people, and at the end of the day, I knew when I got in this business, it was going to be a hard road for me, but I knew it was something that I wanted to do because I never wanted our people or anyone, to have to deal with reaching retirement and not being able to live comfortably. So that's what I got for you. So my 3 takeaways.
Those are your 3 takeaways.
3 takeaways.
Okay.
That's all right.
Well, I got a question, right? Because
absolutely.
I felt a little dumb when you said, you dumb if you don't, do your own. How does someone start their own 401k plan? How does that work? How does that, where would they start at? All right, Richmond, that's a great question.
Thank you.
Because I know there's a lot of people asking that question to themselves. So it just depends. If you are an individual and you want to do something outside of your employer, you can always look into your IRAs. You have Roth and traditional IRAs. You can look into annuities. And even if you're a small business owner, we can actually set up small retirement plans inside of your small business. So all you have to do, again, Rich Mo.
Yes, ma'am.
Reach out to me, okay? I can show you how to do this. There's no. I honestly feel.
What was that social media again?
That social media is Ebony M. Dozier. You can find me on both of those platforms. And again, I am going to give out my cell phone number at the end of this. So I want you guys to stay tuned so you guys can get that very important cell phone number that is attached to my hip. But I will say, Rich Mo, even in the small business space, there's so many things that you can do. And a self-funded 401k can be done, even with two people. Two people inside of the company, you can set something like that up. So you don't have to be a major corporation in order to do that.
Okay.
Yep, absolutely.
That's good info. I like that because I to be honest, some people we hear about stuff like that, but I don't even know what a 401k plan is. Like,
wow.
Am I just putting money in the bank to save? Like, what is it? Like, what is it exactly? What is that?
Okay, so no, we don't want to just put money in the bank to save, okay? And that's the common mistake that I hear and I see because of the fact that your bank is paying you 0.0001% on your investments, okay? So if you're sitting here and you have $30,000 sitting in a savings account, you're making less than 1%, okay? Less than 1 penny on your money.
Right.
Who does that, right? But the bank does that because they make it look really attractive to us, right? Because we don't know. Right. So to them and to us, we're like, great, man, I'm saving. I have $30,000 in the bank. I'm doing great. But the bank, we're paying the bank. The bank is making 70, 80, percent on your money. Your money that you're putting in there, they're making money on top of that, but they're giving you very little return on your investment. So what you do is, again, you set up where you can put into a 401k. A 401k is actually a retirement vehicle that is invested in several things. They have mutual funds, okay, inside of them that can actually be filled with it could be filled with stocks, it could be filled with equities, different things, bonds, different things, right? And so what happens is when you invest inside a 401k, it's in the market. So it's capturing all the greatness of the market. So when the market is hitting the skyrocket, like, guys, recently the market has been going in the direction we want, right? Right. So all of that you would be capitalizing on. However, in 401ks, you got a downside to it too. So when the market isn't doing so well, like in 2008, when the market crashed, you got hit, you got impacted very hard. Oh, wow, yeah. So, you just got to figure out what's going to be the best mixture for what you're trying to do. So, yes, so 401ks are great, and I would love to come back and talk to you guys more in depth about them if y'all have me back on your show.
Oh, of course,
to talk to y'all.
I want to understand where my money going. You feel me?
Absolutely, and we want to educate you. That's what we're here for. I love what I do. Again, I've been doing this since 1999, so I'm not in this for the shortfall.
Okay. What about what about like individual, like for independent contractors? There is some vehicles that exist out there for that, right? Like the IRAs, or
absolutely.
Like what are just a little bit? You can touch on that a little bit for like independent contractors.
So for all my 1099ers out here, okay, 1099ers, this is for you. If you are
exactly. That's why I'm trying to
1099 team.
Yes, exactly.
So if you are a independent contractor, if you are receiving a 1099 at the end of the year and you are not paying your taxes quarterly, you are being killed at the end of the year, right? So I will tell you this. Inside of your operation, you are representing yourself and a company, right? So you can personally set up your own personal funded retirement plan, man. So you can do this by, as Dynasty shared, you can do this through as Dynasty shared.
She's trying to go government on me.
As she shared, you
still need training.
You can actually fund this through, self-funded IRAs, SEP IRAs. You can do a self-funded 401k. Those are things that are simple and easy to do. Again, I do not recommend setting these things up through your local bank. I do recommend sitting down with a financial planner or a financial advisor.
Like you.
Like me.
Like
again,
you.
Ebony M. Dozier, to help guide you through that process. Our goal for our 1099 is to help you guys with as many tax strategies as we possibly can to help you guys reduce your taxes. If you guys have not read a book called The Power of Zero, you want to read it. That is another nugget that I'm giving out here to all my independent 1099s. You want to take a look at that.
Dropping bombs. That's right. You dropping bombs.
You want to take a gander at that book, The Power of Zero. It will teach you as an independent 1099er how you can actually reduce your tax obligations through different tax strategies. So.
Awesome.
Definitely.
Awesome.
Wow, the information doesn't
question,
stop. I mean, I got a million questions. So like you said, you might have to have you back.
Absolutely.
Talking that talk.
Absolutely.
What about some of the vehicles also do life products? I'm over here talking about like the Index UL, which I think a lot of people don't know about. They could just a little bit on that, and also like I was talking last week, because it is life insurance. Living Benefits Month is now this month of January is Living Benefits Month, and these are things, especially from an individual perspective, that you can protect yourself.
Absolutely.
So like talk about a little bit about the Index UL, how that vehicle works a little bit, and then also like the living benefit type.
Okay, absolutely. So life insurance is very, very, very important, and it's not important for the reason that most people think it's important for, right? Most people think life insurance is important just so that it can benefit their beneficiaries when they leave here. If I can show you or tell you guys 3 ways in which life insurance can make or break your life, you guys would be interested, right? For one, life insurance can definitely be used as a retirement resource through the Universal Life, Index Universal Life. That is a product that can be used to secure your funds. So it can be a supplement to you at retirement. Right. So when you hear financial planners speak to, you have a gap in income, that's something that can definitely be used to fulfill that gap.
Absolutely.
So there's typically 3 forms of life insurance out here. They fit in 2 categories. One's going to be permanent and one's going to be term. In the permanent category, you have your whole life, which is a cash building vehicle, which is great. So that helps you while you're here. It helps you when you leave, as well as to the Universal Index Universal Life. That type of product can be beneficial as well, because it has a very, very, very uniqueness about it. Okay, the uniqueness about it is this is what we consider to be the new day insurance. And it's the new day because if today, which we know so many people are having heart attacks, cancer, are having COVID, they becoming disabled. If your life insurance could actually help you while you're living to be able to pay you lump sums of money if you had a heart attack, a stroke, a cancer, renal failure, ALS, man, it's doing so much for you because you're going to be out of work, right? We're talking about our 1099ers, our small businesses, and even individuals. You're going to be out of work. And sometimes that short-term disability coverage that they provide to you through your employer just may not be enough. So you guys can end up being one step from being put out because of an illness when your insurance could actually provide you with a lump sum of money to prevent that from happening. And then you always have your term. Your term insurance is going to be the simplest, but it does not come with the bells and whistles, right? Now, I will give you this. There are some companies out here, i.e., I do work with one of those companies.
Drop another bomb on them. Go on, drop another bomb. Go on.
That will actually provide you the living benefits as well on a term policy, which is typically unheard of. Most of the time, term is just here for a certain amount of time, and it too benefit just your beneficiary. But again, I told you guys, there's 3 ways insurance can help you. One, you can double your money in insurance, right? You can also use insurance while you're still living. So insurance can be that living benefit for you, give you that lump sum check. And then you can leave money for your beneficiary. That's called a legacy, man. That's one thing that we have missed out, because I know my family didn't leave me a legacy. My mother passed away and I got $6,000, guys. $6,000.
That's it?
That's it. That's it. So what I'm saying to you is
I'm loving these little Santa face.
That's crazy.
6 G's, that's a bag.
6,000, right? But back then, you know, I was like, look, I'm great. I'm great. This is 6,000.
Yeah.
You know, but I will tell you guys, the older I got, I understood the value of leaving that legacy and generational wealth. We want to make sure that our children and our children's can have a legacy, that they're not having to be out here and living the way that we've lived. Not saying that everyone had a bad life,
right?
But wouldn't it have been greater if mom or dad would have left you $1 million in your, you know, in your custodial account? $1 million.
Exactly.
I be out here acting a fool. We definitely wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be here. Y'all be hearing about me swimming in money.
Absolutely. So yes, so that's why it's important. It's important that you do sit down with your advisor and don't shy away from any advice that they may give you. Now, granted, some may charge a fee for these services, but again, Ebony M. Dozier, I do not charge a fee for consulting.
Oh,
so
nice.
This is you know, our services, and I'm happy. So definitely, you know, that life insurance is always a part of financial planning. So if you do sit down with a planner and they do not include life insurance in there at all, that's not the right planner for you.
Absolutely. Once again, because we get ready to bring in another guest, because it is Ladies First January. So I got a surprise guest. Ladies first. They sing it, Richard. Ladies first. Ladies first. And there is Miss Millionaires in the building, and special guest. Yes. So we're gonna be bringing her up in just a second. But before we do that, go ahead and share again your information, and also I want to get any final thoughts from you. I know we got to bring Ebony back. Any final thoughts from you?
I got one question, right? So, what is the biggest or most common problem you see amongst people when you meet them? The most common thing you have to help them fix, because people might not know it's a problem. Then you're probably meeting with all these people, and it's like, damn, everybody thinks this and it's not that. What's the most common thing that you have to fix when you get with people first?
Budgets.
I was getting ready to say. Gonna say,
budgeting.
How do you break people out of the paycheck to paycheck mentality?
Budgeting.
It's such a
people just dropping.
Yes.
Right.
It really is.
That is huge. Here, you know, budgeting is the key. I mean, you know, we all want great things, but you got to make a sacrifice. Either you can sacrifice now or you can sacrifice later. So
you
budgeting,
sacrifice so you could feel it later.
Yes, you hear that, right?
All right.
Budgeting is it.
I feel that because, you know, a lot of times, you know, people think because you have money that you have money.
Right. Exactly.
So when I say I don't have it don't mean I don't have it. It means that ain't, because people will get upset when you say, they be like, oh, yo, can you get me this, or how much can I order? And I say, well, what you want it for?
Right.
Why does it matter? It matters a lot, because I need to know if that's important.
Right,
because you're on a budget. You know what I'm saying? And a budget is very important, and especially for entrepreneurs and people who have money that doesn't come in constantly.
We don't have salaries.
And even worse for people who live check to check.
That's right.
You know, you tend to think, I could blow all this off because I'm about to get another one. That's how you never save.
Yep.
But you can drown if you're an entrepreneur.
That's right. Yes, you can.
If you don't know how to.
Easy.
Yeah, like I see people, yo, but you got
no,
I
right.
won't have it if I continue to move how you want me to.
That's right.
Yes,
that's
absolutely.
right.
You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate that one. That was
budgeting is key, and that's something that we do take a look at. You know, Rich Mo, if you do work with us, you know, we will definitely start there. We look at the holistic approach on things.
Now.
So we want to make sure that we are covering you. There's no reason for me to come in here and tell you to go and invest $1,000 a month and you don't even have 6 months worth of your expenses saved up so that you can be okay.
That's right.
You know,
That's
right.
So here we got to start somewhere, and that's going to be it. And I will also add to that, and I know you're going to go ahead and get me right, Dynasty, here. I would definitely say this, that when you are at the point, no matter how much money you think that you have, no amount is too big or too small to get started.
That's
okay?
right.
You want to start where you are, and you want to take the advice. I sit down with countless of people that know that they need my help, want my help, but when they get my help, they're like, oh, I'll figure it out later.
Yeah.
Or I'll do this. Or I'll do that. And then 3 years later, they
later
still in the same spot.
The later never comes.
The time is now. You shouldn't wait. That's true.
Absolutely.
And I'm like Rich Mo, because my broke ain't necessarily your broke. You know what I'm saying? When I say I don't have it, that doesn't necessarily mean I don't have it. I just don't have it for that.
Yeah, I'm happy for you.
Exactly. You know, we have to stop looking at, you got it. I hate when somebody says, I know people I say, I hate when somebody says, I know you got it. You got it. I be like, how you know? But I got it. Whatever I got, I got.
No, you know what? No, you're right. I do got it. I ain't got it for you.
I don't got it for you. Exactly.
Take your ass home.
I operate out of less going out, more coming in. That's what I operate out.
Can I file you on my taxes, nigga?
No, I cannot. Exactly.
Can I file you? You gonna give me your social?
Right, exactly. And did you go out here with me to do what I had to do to go get
this money?
Exactly.
You want to spend this money.
Right, but you want to help me spend it.
And that's all the time.
We're not going to do
all
that.
The time.
Go spend time thinking about how you fucked up.
Exactly.
Yes.
Well, we thank you for joining us, and we're going to bring in Miss Millionaire because we got to get into the DM conversation because I know y'all want to know what's going on with the DM. We got to get into that. Yes. But we definitely going to, maybe Rich Mo, you might better set up something like a seminar.
Yeah, I might be able to. I might hop in your DMs.
Oh my God! Here we go again with this DM.
You don't want to know what my DM is.
Oh my goodness! Well,
so watch out now. Can we get an applause for Miss Mercedes Millionaire building? Come on, Miss Millionaire, with her money outfit on. Come on, Millionaire. Come on in here.
Get
got
in.
The dollars all over. Right, yes, you right here.
You right there, girl. Come in.
Come on in. Come on. Oh yeah, I was spraying too. Yeah, I got my can too, child. You good? But thank you. Welcome. Yeah, you see, I did all that for y'all. I wiped everything down. Yes, I did. I got you, honey. I did it all. Spray, even though Rich will be over there choking and gasping and whatnot, I still spray the disinfectant. You know what I'm saying? I know he be over there like, here she come with these spray cans and whatnot, but she trying to keep us safe, so I ain't gonna say nothing.
Absolutely.
So welcome to the Dynasty DM. Yes. And if you drop nuggets, we got bombs. You know what I'm saying? We got sound effects.
They ain't said nothing.
We just want to catch you up a little bit. As you know, we had Miss Ebony Dozier here.
I know. I bought some insurance from my family.
Okay. Oh my God.
I like men. I just don't mind. I like men, but I don't mind complimenting.
But that's all right. We compliment each other.
That's
right. That's a sign of strong, secure women. Okay, because we don't mind telling each other that we're beautiful. Okay?
That's right.
Exactly.
And
that's what we got to do.
She's pretty nice herself over here.
Exactly. Wait a minute.
I get the compliment from the insurance lady.
Nothing but black beauty around here. Nothing but black beauty.
Absolutely.
I know. Rich don't even know how to act. See?
Oh, wait a minute. I'm loving the microphone. See, you just stop it. Just stop.
Kid in the candy store.
I'm going to need to ball that. I'm going to need to ball that. I'm going to tell you right now. I'm going to need to ball that.
Yeah, I got to show y'all.
Yes.
She done brought her own mic.
I got to ball that mic.
She She done broke.
I know how you hold it, right? You hold it just like you know.
That's how you hold it, right?
Ladies and gentlemen, she know how to
hold
the mic.
All day, baby.
That is a winner.
Is that
a winner?
Is that a winner?
That's a winner.
Black ink in his house.
You feel me?
I want to give honor to God and Rich Mom and Jill. And my girl over here in the house. And my new insurance lady. Y'all need to get some insurance. Black folks don't never have no damn insurance shit.
Get your
My shit
insurance,
lasts. So I'm trying to get with her ass right now.
Yes.
Sure. All these kids I got.
I can tell you.
Okay.
That's right.
Look, she like, yeah, I need your number, girl. I got a customer. I got a customer at work. We need some insurance.
So, Miss Mercedes, I'm going to catch you up on the DM topic. We ain't get into that, but we're going to get into your world really quick.
Okay,
before
cool.
we get to that. The DM topic today is, and because we definitely want to get some insight on from everybody at the table, is in relationships, the transition experience from an inexperienced situation to an experienced situation.
I'm going through that right now.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
I think.
I
Depends on what you talking
Okay,
about.
well, all right.
Yeah, you gotta clarify. What does that mean?
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
What does that
Have you ever
mean?
dated
What
someone?
does it mean?
And this could be, either way. Like Richmond, in your time, you may have dated a less experienced woman, and then you go to a more experienced woman. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
And that transition is kind of like different because you're dealing with somebody who, you know what I mean, or it might have been vice versa. You might have dated an experienced woman and then dated a less experienced woman, and it was kind of challenging and frustrating and all that. And then for men, like for we as women, if we have started dating a man who's dated a less experienced woman, and they start coming in like we're all entrepreneur women. We're all entrepreneurs here.
Yeah, I'm not a woman. I'm sorry.
Right. You're the only man that he represents the men in the room. Okay, so Richmond's an entrepreneur man.
Yeah.
But like
what's
you
up?
said, even when you're dealing with that, even as a man, you might like you said, your money and how you make your money. You're not getting a salary like this big salary somewhere. You got to get out here and get your money. So you might be dating. If you date a chick that's like don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but that's where I got the thing where I said people say, "Yo, can you buy me this or can we do this?"
Right.
And they don't understand when I say I can't do that right now.
Right.
It don't mean that I'm broke or even near broke. It just means that if I say the thing is this, you could be talking about supposed to spend $100, right?
Right. Exactly.
I could have $100,000.
Right. Exactly.
But the point is, if I keep doing the $100, the $100,
yeah, that's right.
It's like there's no what's the word I'm looking for? There's no it's like there's no bound. I don't know the word, but I'm just trying to say there's no structure, there's no border.
Ceiling.
Yeah,
it's like going.
You'll find yourself from 100 to 20.
Yep.
And you'll be like, what the hell happened?
Yep.
Because you just keep,
Yep.
So you gotta learn to, like you said, budget and understand that. Even if you got it, sometimes you gotta say no.
That's right.
Well,
you gotta
I got a fix for that, right?
What's that?
You're gonna have me, and you're gonna tell them.
I'm gonna have you.
The advisor said no. Look.
Wait a minute.
Like
Go ahead. Look, wait a minute.
Oh, you gotta watch out.
You don't even gotta answer the question. You can just hand her the mic. You know what I'm saying? If they ask you for somebody, just be like, talk to my financial
Insurance lady taking over.
She don't like hearing you say you got me. That's the problem. So.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay.
I'm just very overprotective of my boss. That's all.
That's okay.
I'm not messing around with my boss, but I'm very overprotective. You like my big brother. I have to respect you. You cute and all. Send me that shit, girl. What the? Business doctors and shit.
That was inherited.
Yeah,
you didn't work that up.
No, they buying them now. Come on now.
in this water.
You know they buying them now. Hers
That
is
ain't no
homegrown.
ball booty, baby.
No, hers is homegrown.
I know.
Yeah.
I don't make them like that.
On a serious note, though, I understand this topic is real because people be broken and don't even know it. You know what I mean? Because you dealt with the wrong type of person and you went to the right type of person.
That's right.
And I remember one time, I was having a conversation with somebody and we going back and forth and she was like, hold on. And I was like, what happened? She was like, why you keep trying to talk over me? She was like, obviously whoever you used to talk to, you couldn't speak your piece because I see you keep trying to get your word in.
Right.
I'm gonna let you speak.
Right,
you don't have to do that.
Exactly.
And that shit caught me off guard, but it also let me know that sometimes you can bring things from other relationship to a new one. So, and it's hard to not know that you're bringing it.
That's right.
You get what I'm saying?
You don't recognize it.
You don't, you know, so... Yeah, so that's a real deal topic.
And it's frustrating. It can be frustrating for the other person. Like, she probably was getting frustrated. You know what I'm saying? Like,
had to speak up like that. She must have.
Something.
She was like, hold on. I was like, first conversation, this is what you want to do.
Right. Exactly. And that's why I try to tell them, like, you don't have to handle me. You know, like, sometimes people think they got to you don't have to handle me. And also, obviously my track record speaks for itself. So if a man comes into my life, exactly, you know what I'm saying, and say, oh, do you know how to file your 1099s and this and that? Like, dude, okay, are you not paying attention? You know, I'm in the insurance business. I'm running my own business, self-employed for over the last, 12, 13 years. And I'm in the financial space. And I'm an artist. I'm an entrepreneur woman. So common sense is like, come on, man. Like you said, but a lot of times they don't think that they're bringing that. You know, they're telling you what to do, and you look at them like, come on now, I got this. I don't. You know, it may be something you can't offer to me, but this is not it. And then it simply asks me. You know, you can also ask me because it becomes whatever it is. Do I know
about this?
Don't assume I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because it's insulting. You know, so just talk to me.
What's your sign?
Capricorn.
Oh Lord.
We go deep.
My mama Capricorn.
We go deep.
Hey, mama.
We go deep. Yes, we go deep. So, I mean, that's what I found. I've had conversations with other people, outside of myself, where, that is a problem, whether it be a man, woman, as far as going from that experience to from inexperience to experience, either way or vice versa, because it becomes annoying, when somebody treats you like you're 2 years old, and
that's because they was just dating their daughter.
They was just dating somebody that's like exactly 15, 20 years younger than them, exactly. So now you're talking to somebody like, yo, I know how to get on the book a flight and I'll travel and do all this kind of stuff. I don't need you to. I'm good.
Hold on, did you wipe right?
Exactly. Did you?
Are you right?
Exactly. Like, come on. I'm a grown woman handling my business, and my track record speaks for itself. And then going back to like the finances stuff. I got big bills. You know what I'm saying? People love to say, oh, she live out in Duluth, Johns Creek, and she driving a nice car. Oh, okay. I just bought a tire today. Guess what? To cover that tire and get insurance was almost $400. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm giving my money, you know what I mean, to every Joe Schmo, they got their hand out. You know what I'm saying?
Have it.
Can they come pay $400 for that tire? Can I call them up when it's time for me to get that tire replaced? So if not, I need you to stay out my pockets. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't spend my money, don't count my money.
Well, I'm going to tell you this, Dynasty. You have me. As
I have you, guys.
Just tell them to call.
No, I'm a little different. I don't agree with none of y'all with this bullshit.
Okay,
I disagree.
What you say, Mercedes? What you got to say, girl?
I say this, okay? If you find a real man with some ambition, you know what I'm saying? Y'all can come together and make it work. Absolutely. I got you and you got me.
Absolutely.
I'm a sugar mama.
Yeah. All right, sugar
mama.
Okay, mama.
All right, mama.
No problem.
That's going to be another conversation. Sugar mamas.
We like those.
Sugar mamas.
We like those.
Because I'm not giving no other bitch no room to get to my man. Okay. You need your dick sucked.
All
right.
You need some food.
Okay.
You need your feet soaked.
Okay.
Okay. When you get home from work, I'm right there making sure you straight. It don't make a difference because if you get your man, he gonna get you. He gonna go get another job for your ass.
Right.
You gotta love him right.
A real man.
A real man. It ain't even about the age because my whole life I always dated older men and they just be so full of shit. Now I got me a young one.
Whoa, man, we call them entanglements now. Yes.
I don't know, but and I mean he's just like he's so wonderful.
Awesome.
For real, he take good care of me. He massage me. He take me. He just do everything for me. You know what I'm saying? We fighting each other. I got this. You got. Get back. I do this. Let's lay in the bed and figure out how we gonna make it work. You know what I'm saying? So
I think that is totally.
I feel like a Stella got a groove back type shit going on.
You got your groove back, girl. Go ahead.
All right, she got
Stella got the groove back over there.
He Jamaican, y'all.
You got to play the island music. You got some island music.
I'm Jamaican too, but yeah.
Oh my God.
I ain't got no island music ready for her, but okay.
Yeah, but for real, I'm serious. Like my whole life,
Okay,
I've
we
always
just gonna call her Stella from now on. That's Stella over there.
But for real, my whole time, for real, I was dating older guys and stuff. But this younger guy I'm dating, just man.
Oh, nowadays it's not about the number.
And
it's maturity's in the mind.
Yeah,
it's all about it's in the mind.
His head.
It's in the mind.
It definitely ain't about the age. What she was
Yeah.
getting at was she was just basically saying, see, obviously he know how to deal with you.
Right.
What she said.
Well, at first it took us 6 months. We just like really just like on Christmas.
Okay.
He bought you something nice. That's what it was, right?
No,
he accepted his gifts nice. That's a sugar mama, baby. She giving, not taking. So he accepted his gifts correctly this time.
You know what it
and
was?
Shut
it
his
was
little
just like
mouth
we
up.
was just going through some stuff, fighting, arguing, going through stuff. You know, I had to fight a lot of women off of him. He didn't want to tell me.
What do you think the root?
Yeah,
was there a root cause of that though? What was the root cause?
Well, when I met him, he was with somebody and I was with somebody.
Okay.
Okay. So I kind of had in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It wasn't that. It wasn't even that. I swear it was not like that. It was just like
period.
He was just there all the time.
Period.
He was just there all the time, right?
Right.
And then it's like he was just like I felt like he was giving me a hard time, but he said I was acting up. So he said, "You act up, I'm going to act up. Ooh. Fuck that. I give you what you give me. You love me, I love you. You talk shit, I talk shit to you."
Ooh.
Okay. This young man
sound kind of African, but I get it.
Right.
Well, that's supposed to be my Jamaican accent.
Okay. Not Jamaican on.
It was a little African, but I got you.
But once I just started doing like this, okay, then.
Right, so you started acting right. That's what had happened.
He said the only reason why we together because I started acting right. I was acting.
It sounded about right.
Really bad.
I know what it sound like.
Really bad. So now I'm so cool. I'm so laid back. Whatever you say, Daddy.
Right.
Whatever you want, Daddy.
You need to teach a class. You know what I'm saying? On just shutting the fuck up and saying, okay, Daddy.
But here's the kicker. It goes both ways.
Go to African again.
She said he is doing what he's supposed to be doing for her as a man. So
right.
when, does, like, even when a man is doing that and a woman that recognizes that, then guess what? He's not going to have no issue. Just like I know this woman right here in her situation.
Right.
Oh, she good. I'm telling you that
is
right
she?
now. Yeah,
oh, she's smiling and shit.
I
see them pearly whites.
She good.
I see them pearly whites.
Mama, I don't have to give my man money. He's a Jamaican. Right. He got 5 jobs.
5 jobs. Maybe 10.
Maybe 10.
No, seriously. He got 5 jobs. It's not about that. It's just like I'm making sure he's straight. Like, okay, you know, you want something to eat, you know what I'm saying? It ain't
doing what a woman supposed to do.
He don't take no money from me. I be trying, but like,
but that's a real man. He don't.
And we fight, try to do stuff for each other. You know what I'm saying? Right. So it's not like that.
That sounds like a nice situation.
I think that is for the ladies that's in this room right now. I think that is our thought process. We particularly we do for ourselves, and we don't mind doing for our men because I'm the same way. I take care of my man.
I don't want you going to no other woman.
So the bottom line,
you are mine.
You
heard that? You got that?
I think that comes with
age. The bottom line is that comes
like
with it as long as that man is doing what he's supposed to do for you, and you got that loyalty and everything. All is coming with that. So that's never been a problem for me, you know, in terms of what I'm going to do because I'm not selfish by no means, you know. Right. So, and I think
but I'm probably worse. I'm making bad water soaking feet. I'm a hopeless romantic.
Me too.
What's your sign?
I'm a Pisces.
You ain't
we love so hard.
Yeah, y'all do.
Yeah. What you had a Pisces before, Rich?
I'm a Scorpio. Of course I have.
Oh yeah, because Scorpios, y'all crazy, but y'all love hard.
I wanted you to finish your thoughts in terms of what we were talking about in terms of the inexperience to the experience to the
it could be hard because you have people that are inexperienced but think they are experienced.
Right, exactly.
So when you're trying to explain to them, when you come from an experienced relationship,
right,
and you're trying to tell the inexperienced person what they're doing wrong,
right,
they kind of think they got it or know it, and
right,
they're trying to tell you
right
what the hell, you know, oh, you ain't this and you ain't that. And I'm trying to explain to you, but it's like, you know, one could look at the other like you wrong. You could look at me like I'm wrong, but I'm a little older than you, so I'm older. So I'm telling you wrong. God damn it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
but you know what? I don't think that's all the way fair when y'all say experience and inexperience, because I might have been brought up from the Bronx. You might have been brought up from Chicago, where my mama taught you to love somebody. It's different. So is that really a fair word in a relationship?
It is because if you was brought up somewhere where your mama didn't teach you right, and I was brought up somewhere where my mama taught me right, and the way you want love, if that's the way you want love, and you don't want to come to the good side, that's on you. Go find somebody who can treat you how you want to be treated. But if you want to be treated correctly, sometimes you got to be open to understanding that what you saw your parents doing might not have been right.
Exactly.
It might not have been
I
right.
always feel like this, just like we were saying earlier. Whatever you give, it come back to you.
Fact.
Not always. I'm just saying. Listen, whatever you give come back to you. It might not be from that same motherfucker, but it's gonna come back to you from somebody, some kind of way.
It is fair because you're talking inexperienced versus experience. So that is just the way it is. You have people who lack experience, and you have people that have experience, and either you're gonna be open, like Richmo said, to experience, or with things you may not be experienced, that you have to open yourself up or be willing to open yourself up for something that's better. If it's better, why fight it? You know what I'm saying? But if you're gonna fight against it, like he said, then go on over there and deal with people that, you know, you're okay with that level. And then you don't want to grow, because it's all about growth. And if you don't want to grow, then go over there and be with those people that you don't want to grow with.
Right. You know what I feel like? I feel like I put my foot down. Like, I wasn't playing with mine.
Right.
I'm like, look, you want me?
Hold on, nigga. Hold on, nigga.
X, Y, Z.
Hold on, nigga.
You want me? I want
my Mike Sylvan Black. Chill out, nigga.
And Z.
Right.
And I kept saying it over and over. You want me? I want X, Y, Z. I am not going to accept nothing less. And that's what people have to understand. If you really want somebody experienced and unexperienced, for example, if I get with somebody and I like them and they like me, and I keep telling you this is what I want, this is what's going to qualify for you to get me. Absolutely. And if you don't do that, I don't give a fuck if you experienced or not experienced. You better get experienced if you want this and that tea.
Well, let's get into what experience really is.
Hold on, I know Ebony had a thought.
Oh, my bad.
Go ahead.
Well, look, I was just going to chime in and say, you know, when we were speaking to how to love someone, even though, you know, Mercedes may have been taught love one way and Richmo may have been taught love another way, the best way to figure it out, because you have your own love language. So because of the way that you was brought up, this is how you think someone will feel and receive that they're being loved, and the same thing with you. So when you get in a situation like that where you have these two
look
worlds
at that rock. I need some shade.
When you get in a world like this, and you
Pow.
Drop it.
You seen the rock. You seen the rock. Hold on.
What is?
You seen the rock.
Distractions. I was going to say, reading this book called The 5 Love Languages for you and your partner is going to be very key to the successfulness of your relationship. And I'm speaking to that from experience, from where I was and where I am now. As Dynasty shared, the situation I'm in now, I couldn't trade it for the world. I couldn't trade it for the world.
Why don't you share it?
Listen, let me tell you something.
In it.
The day that he called me and say, I'm like, I'll be over there to kick her behind. I'm good. Don't worry, you ain't got to say nothing. I'll be there. I got it. You just relax. I got it.
And she's not by herself. My own family will tell you they will pick him before picking me. Yes. But he's an older guy, very nice, very genuine.
But see, that is the point. The point is you had to learn from people around you that his experience is what's right, not yours.
Correct.
That's right.
So sometimes you have to be open to understanding see, that's why I said let's get into what experience is.
Right.
Experience is not okay. you learn from your parents that it's this way. You learn from your parents it's this way. Experience is you learn what you learn from your parents. I learned what I learned from my parents. But I lived 41 years
That's right.
of relationships.
That's right.
And
That's
I no
right.
longer look at what my parents is fucking doing
Exactly.
to
And
understand
you're not
what
supposed to,
love
'cause
is.
every your
I'm looking at,
relationship is your
I bumped my head
relationship.
with her because of
That's
this.
right.
I bumped my head with her because of this.
Yes. Yeah.
I bumped my head with her because of this.
Yeah.
I almost made it with her because I learned from all of them.
Yeah.
But then I didn't make it with her, so I learned something a little bit more.
That's
So
right.
now
Experience.
this should be good.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying?
That's right.
So I say that to say experience, and experience even might have taught you that you sometimes you gotta listen to who's around
Right.
you,
Yep.
so you can understand that you got something good. So now your antennas is up, and you're listening, and then because what if your family wasn't involved in your life at all? You would have let that go.
Right. Absolutely.
Because it would have just been not what you wanted. It would have been
That's
wrong.
right.
It would have been like you'd have still been bucking, and he'd be like, I gotta go.
Right.
But it took her and your family to have you say, you know what? Maybe I'm
I
wrong.
need to do something.
Right.
Maybe
And
I
you-
need
you
to.
have
Well,
to.
we
You
all
have
had
to
to
do
do
that.
that.
You have to
We
do
all
that.
had to self-check.
Yep.
Of
All
course.
had to do a
That's the
self-check.
biggest thing that people
Always.
don't do.
Oh, yes. And
Absolutely.
we don't do it.
People
You're right.
don't do it.
Nope.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Well, to your comment on the fact of where we are today and how we as female and men can be treated differently
Sorry.
based upon our past. Dealing with having someone who was inexperienced, that was older, but their mentality just wasn't there for the relationship. So if their mentality isn't there, when they get with someone whose mentality is there or even better, then they're getting kind of the brunt from someone who they've dealt with that they just wasn't on the same page. And if you're not on the same page, then you're going to get the, who are you talking to like this? You don't have to stop you don't have to keep interrupting
You don't
me.
have to-
I'm
yes.
going to let you
Yes.
speak
Right,
when I'm done
yeah.
speaking. Or in
Yes.
my case, I had a partner that I was dealing with, and they were kind of in a space where they were dealing with someone who just was not mentally ready. And so every time as a businesswoman, I'm constantly moving and shaking. I'm constantly
right.
making deals.
That's
I'm
right.
constantly working. I'm constantly in the field. I'm a 1099er,
That's
right?
right. So you
Ow.
got to hustle on Amazon.
Shout out to us. Shout out to us. Shout out to
Shout
us.
out to us.
Yes.
So
Go
I
ahead.
have to make my own
Been
money.
at 1099 since I was 9.
That's right.
Absolutely. So but
know
you
what I'm
can't
saying?
tell
That's
me
right.
as
I ain't
my dude,
1099, I'm
you can't
flying.
tell me not to go out here and work
That's right.
because you want to control it because
That's
of what you
right.
dealt with someone
Right.
who just
Oh,
mentally
no.
wasn't
And that
there.
is another
That's
issue
not
that I feel
working.
like I find if you come into my world and you see, okay, I live how I live, I drive, I work like I work. I'm not asking you for nothing.
Right.
So you can't knock my hustle. You know what I'm saying? You cannot get in the way of my hustle.
Right.
So you gotta let that happen.
Yeah, they can't.
Just
They
like
It's
can't.
I'm
either
not
you
gonna
gonna
get in the
add
way
to
of
it,
your hustle.
right,
I'm
or
not
be
gonna
subtracted
get
from it.
Okay,
Right,
encourage.
right, enhance that. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? Say, hey, you know
exactly.
what? I know you work like I don't know what. You ain't got your 24-hour chef yet. Can I take you to dinner? You know what I'm saying? When you
right.
get done. But don't sit up and go, oh, you work too much, or oh, you really gotta go to the studio, or do you really gotta? Nah, come on now, don't do me
See,
like that,
what
because I
I-
ain't gonna try to knock your hustle.
Right.
Right.
What I had to learn is because I got in a situation where I did something like that, where I seen the person doing something and I felt like I knew more than them,
Right.
which I actually did. But the problem,
In reality, I did.
but the problem is when you meet someone and they're doing what they're doing, sometimes you can, when you know more than them, you can come on a little too strong.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Their
Because you
approach
see
is
what they're
wrong.
doing. I saw what the girl was doing, and I felt like she could be doing 10 times better. So it's like I came on strong. Yo, you got this, you got, like you said, yo, you got this, you got that. Yo, why don't you do this? You should do it. If you did this, it was too much
Right.
for a person who worked so hard to get to where I started.
Right.
I'm here now.
Right. Exactly.
I'm 10 years removed from what
Right,
you're doing.
right,
But you
exactly.
worked 10, 15 years just
Right.
to get where I began.
Right. Exactly.
So when I come at you the way I came at you, it's like you trying to shit on my life.
Right.
Like I worked
'Cause
hard
it's
to
the
get
approach.
here.
Like you
Right, it's
said,
the approach.
sometimes you gotta come
Right.
at that person. Cause like me, if you come at me knocking what I'm doing, oh, you gonna get all kind of bucking from me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, okay,
And, this,
get
and
the
the
heck
sad
out
part,
of here.
the sad part is not even the knocking. It's just giving too much information at once.
Absolutely.
Right.
So I learned is sometimes you gotta come in, ask
Yep.
a few questions,
Yep.
and then
Yep.
break it out
And break it
slowly.
down.
So when did you start your corporation?
Right, exactly.
You know, you're like, I know you got a business, and if they say no, it's like, oh well, you should start one, because. And then you just spoon feed it.
Like, I can help
because
you
sometimes when you come on too strong, it's like sometimes it's too much for somebody.
Right.
And people want to grow at their pace.
That's right.
And that's what I had to learn. Coming from an experienced relationship to an unexperienced relationship to where now you got to kind of baby this relationship.
That's right.
So that you don't, overdo it. And it's up to you if you really want to even deal with that.
That's right.
But if you do, you got to learn how to. It was hard for me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Well, so I'm going to tell you, Richmond, I can't deal with anybody if they don't have it together. I'm sorry. I can't start. I can't start.
That's your prerogative.
And I never will again.
Okay. I can't
because listen.
I can't do it.
I got one kid.
Right.
I got one kid. I'm not trying to bring on more. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind. Now, if you teachable, you want to learn and you ready to get it right and you on the right path, that's okay.
Yeah.
But if I gotta stop and do what I just said, it's like,
But your mom told you gotta have some business about yourself,
that's
right? You gotta have some business about yourself.
Yeah.
So
if
not everybody's mama teaches.
That's true.
A lot of mamas is telling these kids to go work.
Get somebody else to
get you a 401k with your job. Put all your money in against their 5%.
Yeah.
Put 100% to 5%. And get nothing out of it.
You broke, right?
And that's what a lot of parents
babies go get you a man and he'll take care of you.
Or go get you a sugar mama.
Oh,
listen, you know what I mean? Some of them is being told that too.
They're definitely being told
sugar mama thing.
Right.
They're definitely being told. I've been told plenty of times, like, I can just go do this, and the nigga, okay, well, go do that.
Well, go do that then.
Go do that because if that's what you want, that ain't the woman. Let me tell you something. I feel like you stupid. I feel like
I'm just saying.
I'm be real. I felt like there was one girl I met who I felt like was the perfect woman.
Really?
I felt like she was perfect. You know why I let this girl go?
Why?
Because she ain't want to work.
Oh, wow.
And I could have taken care of her. But I can't do that because my thing is
gotta be a partnership.
What if something happens to me?
Right. Then y'all are up the creek without a paddle.
No, we ain't up the creek. I'm up the creek.
She gonna be gone.
No, she gonna be on to the next one.
Right, exactly.
I ain't up the creek. I mean, she ain't up the creek. I'm up the creek.
You up the creek.
I'm fucked. She ain't. She gonna be good.
You are screwed.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why it was like I had to let it. Everything was perfect. It was like it was more than I bargained for. I was like, damn, this is so nice. It was one of the best 4 months I could think of.
Wow.
And then it was just like one day I just woke up and I looked and I was like, nah, this ain't right.
Yeah.
Right.
And it made me feel good to let go of something that was so good.
We just had a conversation about
it made me feel
able to
so good to say, you know what? I feel like I felt like I elevated that day. I felt like it was like
what you did was you started realizing, and that's the biggest thing. You have to realize as an individual, what, as Mercedes stated, what you want and what you will not accept. And you're not going to accept someone that's not having the same drive and ambition as you are. If I'm getting up to go to work and you in the bed, and I come home from work and you still in the bed, shit, we need to get rid of the bed because you can't keep doing that.
No, but that's
gotta give.
But you know what? That it wasn't even that bad. It was like I'm coming home to home cooked meals, and this girl, she did everything.
You're thinking about the security,
but you don't. Yeah, you ain't wanna. It's like when I met you, you had all this drive. Oh, I want to do this. I want to do music, and our whole meeting was because she wanted to do music, and I had a studio 10 years in New York, and I'm like, all right, cool.
Brooklyn.
She moved Bronx.
Oh.
Let's get it right.
Brooklyn. I'm from Brooklyn.
Right. You said,
go ahead.
Brownsville in the house.
That's how I feel about Brooklyn.
Don't do it.
But anyway, that's Brooklyn. Oh, Brownsville.
Brownsville, Chicago too. So I'm like,
for Brownsville.
Yeah.
But
don't do me like that.
Shout out to Brownsville.
Yes, Brownsville in the house. Scorpios.
All that fish.
Yeah.
All that fish. All right, I'll fuck with you on the Scorpio. On the Scorpio, I got you.
Yeah, I'm fish too. Pisces.
I'm not a fish though. A Scorpio is not a fish. Yeah. But yeah, so I just it's just like what am I going to do with you? You know what I'm saying? Like, I even said, now you don't want to do music. You know what I'm saying? Now you don't want to do nothing. Then it's like, all right, cool. So why don't you manage me? That's what I told her.
Right.
She's like, oh, no, that's your thing.
Oh.
Oh, really?
That's
wow.
the thing that you put money in.
It was our thing. No, it was our thing until she saw how I was living. Now that's your thing. Because now you just want to live and be a housewife. That ain't what I want. You feel what I'm saying?
Well,
That ain't what I want.
different, you know.
Everybody is different. Everybody is different.
Yeah.
Everybody is
Because
different.
my man told me if I support him and what his dreams, I don't have to work. But he already know I ain't that kind
I
of
just
shit.
said if she wanted to,
Right.
if she would
But
support
that
me,
means
it wouldn't have been a problem.
Right, But those are
But
things
he know
like
I
you
ain't
said.
that kind of girl.
Like
he
I
know I
had
ain't gonna work.
Right.
That
Like
was
I
probably
had.
a trick thing to say.
Right.
Because
It
he
was.
wasn't gonna work.
Right.
It
Right.
was. It
You
was.
know,
But
It
he
wasn't
gave you
trick.
the option, which is fine. But and I was offered that option with my ex-husband. But
I just
was
want to
like,
do
no,
TV
I'm
and
not
radio
doing
all
it.
day.
I
I
was like,
mean,
nah.
Now let's get this money.
Okay,
money.
that's all I want to do.
For
For real, Jill.
Okay, so I know we got to go ahead and wrap up, y'all.
Okay.
So I just wanted to highlight one of my top picks before we wrap up.
Okay, let's get it.
And I do want to give out my information, guys.
Yes, we're going to let y'all
Give it out
One more
again.
time.
Yeah. All right. So for all of the listeners on Black Ink,
Hold on. Before you do
Radio.
that, this is the top pick, and I like this verbiage. And you can read it for us, Ebony.
Oh, can you read?
I can't.
I didn't think you can. I thought you only read numbers.
I was about to say I
knew
only
it.
read
I knew it.
numbers. I only read numbers. Now here we go. When you operate in your gift, you do not have to be the head of the table.
At the head of the table.
Oh, see, I can't read,
Yeah.
y'all. At the head of the table. For wherever
I
you
didn't do that.
sit or stand, the table and room will shift.
That's right. That's right.
Nice.
You can
Very
be in the
nice.
back of the room, but guess what?
Absolutely.
You gonna know who you are.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
I like how you read that.
Yeah.
I have to read slow so
Yeah, I'm
everybody
lying.
can hear.
But see, your attempt was good. See, what happens is when you read slow, it gives you a chance to continue to read.
It's more in the back.
The way she did it, she was like, when you operate in your gift,
It doesn't matter.
you don't have
You don't have to.
to be the head of the table. Oh, wait, there's an ad. I missed that.
Ad lib.
So, I mean, I would still let her do my finances even though she can't read. It's okay.
Look,
Because
I'm
I don't care if
person.
she can read. All I know about is if she can get that money.
Okay.
You feel me?
Oh, that insurance policy.
And then if y'all can see this, it was a little confusing. I want y'all to see. I'm gonna blame this on Dynasty
Oh my God.
because she was circling and underlining shit.
About this
So if I was reading it, I kind of would have got confused too. For the people in the room, I'd have been like, okay, she circled that. Should I say that differently? She underlined that. Should I say that differently?
I know that was
So-
Jill.
So I'm not gonna blame you
Did
for
you
the
do
way
that?
you read it.
Look, that's okay. I'm fine with
She
that.
distracted you
She
because that
did.
looked like Will Smith. I don't know. I don't care what nobody. That looked like Will Smith.
Will Smith.
Will
Yeah.
Smith.
That looked like Will Smith.
Yeah. I
So
can see
Y'all
that.
best. Okay.
Absolutely.
Well, ladies, I want y'all to give up your contact, Ebony. You
Let them
share
know where they can
again,
find
where
you.
they can find you. Then Mercedes, please, aka Stella, where they can find you.
AKA Stella.
Go ahead. She took over the show. I can come back next week and catch up.
Ow.
Yeah.
She ain't take over. You did your thing. You did your thing, Stella.
You did. You inspired me to go run him some bath water.
Girl, you broke up your ass rock shit.
Look,
You inspired.
I need him
She's
to
still
run
a
my
work in
bath
progress.
water.
Still a work in
That big ass rock? Sure.
Right, look, weighing her hand down. She done banged the
some
table
shades.
3
Girl,
times.
She like
She done banged the table 3 times. I'm telling you.
What she gonna say? What's that?
Goddamn rock.
Is it really that big?
You know what I'm saying? From the Flintstones, she's a rock
so
builder.
done. I am so done. Guys, listen. I can be found on social media.
Now she's talking how she read. My bad. Go ahead.
Now she going into insurance
Now she
policy
talking.
talk
I
shit.
can be found.
Cause now
The founded circle.
you see that big old rock shit
Act.
back on.
The ad is underlined.
Now the insurance policy voice is coming out.
This is it,
You
right?
can find me at
You can find me at
9311.
Right. My bad. I'm gonna let you go. My
Area
fault.
code 800.
I should have did
I am
that.
not. I'm
I'm not doing this, Mercedes.
I cannot believe them. They are so
girl. We listening. What's them numbers,
They
girl?
are hilarious, guys. So I can be found on LinkedIn at Ebony M. Dozier, Facebook Ebony M. Dozier, and as I stated earlier, I am going to give out my contact information. If you guys are in need of a financial planner, please do not hesitate to give me a call. I can be reached at 678-542-9953. That number, once again, please. 678-542-9953. Give me a call. Thank you.
And if you see the wagon she dragging, you gonna get the tag. You dig? Shout out to Mr. Scott.
This girl selling that shit. Oh Lord!
I didn't even see it when she came in. I didn't know. Miss Mercedes had to point it out. Good call. She said, "Do I smell fatty? What is that? That's a butt." She's seen it. She's seen it with you sitting down, so that means something.
That is crazy.
Good Lord, with the velvet. So,
yeah. My turn.
Yes, Miss Mercedes, go ahead.
My number is
whoa.
312.
Hey, Jamaicans are abusive. You need to chill.
Amen to that.
They gonna knock you the fuck out. So you want to give away your blood clot number?
You know what?
You want to give away?
Most Jamaicans are.
All right. You gonna be doing your show tomorrow with a black eye.
Until she give out that number.
So yesterday, I gave out my number. I shouldn't have done that.
But okay.
He says I should apologize.
Because I have to be like my friend here.
Yes.
You better.
Wait, hold on.
Oh, there you go. Oh, she only got one area? You only got one area? What we doing? Ow. Boom! Boom! That's what I'm saying. Look at the rock. Hold on.
It's 312.
Look at the rock. Hold on.
778. It's a too big Mercedes. 1367.
Look at the rock. Oh
my website is www.divatvmagazine.com. Maybe you want to see a couple of celebrity interviews.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Life insurance.
Okay, Mercedes, you're gonna have
me some life insurance, bitches. Okay, black folks ain't never getting no life insurance.
Shoot program, nigga.
Fucking life insurance.
Shut your mouth. That's okay. Y'all.
Yo, that
what
was
you gonna say? Mercedes.
I would love.
Oh my God.
To be a part of anything that you do.
I got a show too.
I would love. No, let me tell you something. Cry.
Hold it up. Look at the back. And look at the back. Because y'all are ladies, divas, and you run your own dynasty.
Pow.
Exactly.
You was just
Drop the bomb.
You fancy, huh?
See, with Miss Mercedes, I would. You know how funny people are when they're alone. I would love to be a fly on the wall in her car or in her bathroom when she's alone, talking the shit that she can't talk in public.
Okay.
That shit gotta be funny.
You're so silly,
God
bitch.
damn.
No, she didn't.
Tell people how to find us on Black Ink. Find you, cause you know you're just the expert at this.
Well, you can find, if you want to see us visually, you can go on Black Ink Radio on YouTube. If you want to hear us sonically, you can go on blackinkradio.tv and just click on the player that's there. You can also watch past shows. If you want to find me and get my DMs, you know what I'm saying? Because this is Dynasty DMs. Feel me? Yeah, hold on. I'm not giving my number out. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. But if you want to get my DMs, it's Rich Mo 718. That's RICHMO 718. And I will give the slow motion for everybody out there.
Go ahead.
You feel me?
Yes, go ahead.
No.
You
gotta go watch the last one to see that.
But wait a minute, but guess what? I think it's something else. I think I'm kicking something under
What
here.
you kicking over there?
I don't know, but
what the heck?
I think it's
What's
something
going
that you might want this. You might want this. I don't know. You
should have gave me
I think I
that.
found this
should have gave me that in the beginning of the
Somebody
show.
must have placed this under the
Now I'm gonna give it to you
table.
slow. It's Rich Look 71 RICHMO 718. I'm hype and I'm happy. Thank you.
Rich Mo, help me out.
Oh,
Best
my
host,
God.
Love it.
Y'all know what I like.
Yo, y'all can check me out.
It's gonna
I'm
be a
Dynasty
party
Smith.
Sorry, go ahead, Dynasty.
Y'all hit me up on Facebook, Dynasty Smith, on IG, DYNASTI55. And also, y'all can check me out on the Flavor TV 1061 for you independent artists out there that got some
I heard that
videos.
show.
You want me to check it out?
I want to be on there with you. Well, you know, we got the same manager now.
Mercedes trying to go.
Y'all, we ran over. Y'all tune in, join us next week, 6 o'clock on Black Ink Radio. Tune in, blackinkradio.tv, or go to YouTube and you can join the conversation live. And y'all chat in, tell us what y'all think about the conversation, and hit me in the DM with some topics that y'all want me to discuss.
Okay.
Until then, I'll
Absolutely.
see y'all next week. Thank y'all.
Same Batman channel, same Batman channel.
Black Ink 125th, Brooklyn, Atlanta,